Hey, welcome back. I'm Ellie. I think it's safe to say that Encanto has been a raging success. We've got some Lego sets themed around the Family Madrigal and La Casita, but we don't have... Well, let's talk about it as we go along. So we have got the Madrigal house, and it came with Mirabel in Minidoll form. It also came with Abuela. Oh, her Lego counterpart is so beautiful. I just love the detailing on her dress. And the set also came with Antonio in microdoll form. And we got some of the other characters, the rest, some more of the Family Madrigal in microdoll form in the little book sets. So we have got Isabella as a microdoll, we've got Luisa, and we've got a microdoll Mirabel as well, which is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. But we don't have them as mini dolls, and the microdolls are cute, but they're not really... They're actually... I mean, Luisa's dress doesn't look anything like what she wears in the actual movie. So let's start with Luisa. Let's turn her into a mini doll. Wish me luck here, because these costumes are just covered in detail, and that is not my strong point. Anyway, so starting with Luisa, I am reluctant to give her the light nougat skin tone that Lego gave her in the microdoll form, because I think it's too light, but it will be easier for me if I do so, because to give her a buff torso, a strong woman torso, I don't actually have that in the nougat in that skin tone, so it makes it easier if I do it in this lighter skin tone. So I've done that. I've painted a white blouse on here. I've had to paint the neckline in the light skin color, and you can see it creeping up her neck a bit. Anyway, that's right, I can clean that off later. It's also creeping down her arms. Anyway, painted her torso. I've painted a skirt piece for her. Can you see? Of course you can. Like, the light picks it up so horrendously. I've had a go at painting the stripes or the embroidery. Oh my gosh, there's just paint everywhere where it shouldn't be. I shouldn't put this in front of a macro camera. I can see all these problems that I couldn't see before. Anyway, I've had a go at actually giving her stripes on her skirt, but I've failed dismally. So we're going to do it on camera, because that's a really, really good idea. So she's got a head. This is the best face piece that I could find for her. There really just isn't much with dark brown eyes that really suits her, but doing the best with the pieces that I have. Now, painting the bottom, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to paint the bottom because I just can't paint straight lines. It's my nemesis. So I'm going to use this tape, which I could actually use as a guide for painting straight lines, except it bleeds through. It bleeds. I have not much success with the tape either. This is tape that you use for guiding fingernail lines and stuff like that. It's nice thin tape, and you get it in all different colors. So going to use this, oh gosh, to put the lines on her skirt, because at least if I muck it up, I can just take it off and redo it. So I've already preloaded this pink strip. I've cut these much thinner than they come. They have to be super duper thin for this. So I've put the pink layer underneath the light purple layer, and even just trying to get it around, because this skirt goes out like it's an A-line skirt, so it's wider at the bottom of the strip than it is at the top of the strip. This tape doesn't stick particularly well on mini dolls, or on this plastic or on the paint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down, and then if it's not sticking, I'll just peel it up like side by side, from side to side, and put some Mod Podge glue underneath it, and that will stick it on, much more permanently. So that'll do for the middle embroidery bit, kind of. We'll try and just make sure the front is super duper straight, because that's the bit we're going to be looking at most of the time. Okay, oh my gosh, my scissors have chipped a bit of the paint off the top. Wow, all right, well, I'll fix that up later. So let's just press this down as much as this is too rubbery. This is a silly one. Let's not do this. I have learnt my lesson to stop trying to press it down with my fingernail. So I've got these nice hard rubber ended tools. They're cool tools for working with clay and stuff like that. So yes, all right. Okay, so we have got one middle strip on. It seems to be holding pretty well. Let's put a thin one down the bottom. So we need one down the bottom here. And because this is thinner, it means it's not going to bubble up on the edges. It's going to be a bit easier to get it straight going around. I'm just going to snip past the little groove in the back and just crisscross it over, because then I can neaten that up later on. Or I could just leave it like that, because it's at the back. Nobody's going to look at the back. I am going to look at the back, so I will fix it up. So we'll smooth that down. That's working really, really well now. And we'll put this one up above it, just like leaving... This is so hard to do in micro form. it's so small. It's such a small area. I really just cannot paint. I can't paint these smooth, really, really defined lines because the embroidery on their skirts is like a piece of ribbon. So it's got really, really crisp, clear lines. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like this for Luisa. I could try painting on the strips, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to leave it alone. But what I am going to do is, I've loaded this up too much. I'm going to just pick up or fix up these little bits. See, there's too much paint on that. I needed to, yeah, all right. Okay, this is the problem. This is so very hard to do all this on camera. Anyway, we're fixing up the little parts where I've chipped the paint off while I was just busy working with the bottom of the skirt and maybe just up here around the waistband. Oh no, yeah, all right. Oh, now it's gone onto her top. I mean, it's only little, but I'm going to see it's going to bug me. I'm going to take her away. I'm going to fix that. There we go. All right, so I fixed that up. I have also given her, in that minuscule amount of time where she was off the screen, yay, video editing, I've actually given her a little ribbon around her hair, but I did not manage to make it a nice big bow. Her hair's not quite right, but, you know, it will do for now. I actually think with the success of the Encanto movie that we're going to see more sets, so I'm hoping we'll actually get bona fide mini doll versions of these characters, but in the meantime, making my own. Right, okay. Isabella. Isabella has got the medium nougat skin tones. We've got a few more options of nice big dark eyes for her headpiece, like dark brown. Yeah, okay, all right. But first up, I've got to deal with her skirt. So what I've done is I have taken I've taken a spare pink skirt that I haven't actually painted over it with purple. And then I've made the idea of layered soft flowers cascading down and around to create the contours and the layers. And yeah, okay, all right. So I think it looks really, really pretty. They don't quite look like flowers when we're up this close, but they're the idea of flowers on her dress. And for her top, I had lots and lots of fun, and we're trying to get that little frilled neckline going on in 2 different shades of pink. And same thing with her sleeves. I did the best I could, and I think she looks really, really pretty. Now, I've chosen Raya's head for her to use. I think it works okay, and I've given her a little beauty mark just underneath her eye, and I'm going to use the same hairpiece once again that the micro doll used, like I did with Luisa. It's not perfect. It's not even quite the right shade, but I mean, you can tell who she's supposed to be. And then we just put a flower in the side, and ta-da! We have got a mini doll version of Isabella, and I think she looks so much better in mini doll form than in micro doll form, even just with my own version, which is not quite perfect, but it will do for the time being. Right, now, the sisters are all done. I want to do Dolores, though. She is just the cutest thing in the world. And Nandy's hairpiece from the the set, the Lego Friends set from the beginning of the year. I commented even at the time it was perfect. So I've painted the scarf on it already, which was yellow. I've painted it red, came up so beautifully. The face, for her face, this is actually Olivia's micro doll face from the Advent calendar, which works quite well. There's a little bit of, seems like the print is streaking, but it's not so easy to pick up on camera, so that's good. All right, so for her outfit, I'm using one of these skirt pieces like I did with Luisa. Not this one, obviously, but this is just to show you how, yeah, you know, what the skirt piece looks like before I painted it. It's the same length as a Mirabelle skirt, but Dolores' skirt is actually a little bit longer, like down to her ankles in the movie. So I would have liked a slightly longer piece, but you know, this will do okay. All right, so I have painted it, and I've already done my stripe trick with the tape, but I also went ahead and painted over the tape and put a little bit of detailing on, which is dodgy, but it looks pretty, so I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. For her torso, I've used one of Olivia's tops, and this is one of the new mini doll torsos which have got like double layers on the inside. Does that make any sense? Like there's an insert in it, but if I actually discovered if I erase the blue, I get a yellow layer. So the layer underneath is yellow. So I erased the blue, so I had a yellow base for the actual top, and then I just had to paint the frill dodgily on the top with the 2 colors on it, and put a little bit of red threading around the edges and around her sleeves, And of course, her little choker as well. I've just noticed a bit of extra paint on here, which I can fix with my fingernail. All right, so her choker kind of disappears when we put her head on. So I probably should have painted it down just a little bit lower, but I just don't think I have those skills. Actually, I know I don't have those skills, so it's where I could just reach with a paintbrush easily. Okay, so look, Dolores, this is adorable. I mean, her hairpiece isn't quite perfect. The little fringe piece needs to be pulled back, but once again, it will do until we get official versions. I'm just seeing a few little flaws here. Well, there are a lot of flaws, but there are a few that I can actually fix. Yeah, okay, all right. So we have got the sisters and Dolores. I think she's my favourite. She's so cute. It's a mini doll. I couldn't do her earrings. I wanted to do her earrings. Anyway, can't have everything. Just got to do what we can do. So this is the family so far that I have now got until we can get official versions. I feel so sure that we're going to get some more sets, but it'll take Lego a little... I mean, how long will it take them to mobilise to get new sets out? We might have to wait till next year at the earliest. Anyway, all right. And maybe we can even get some donkeys for Luisa to pile up. That would be so awesome. Why do we not have donkeys? Like Lego donkeys. Donkeys are fun. So I've just made do with a horse. Which looks budgy, but it's funny. All right, so I now have got some more members of the Family Madrigal, and I really want to add some more. Okay, all right. Subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if you think we need some more Encanto sets. Yeah. And I'll be back with another video really, really soon, so I'll see you then. Bye.